You're locked into the Grizzly Digital Network. It's time for Grizzlies Live. Now, let's go live to the voice of the Grizzlies, Matt Mahoney.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Grizzlies Live here at Newk Eatery. I'm your host, Matt Mahoney, as we kick the show off here in week number 2 with head men's soccer coach DeCou. Coach, how are we doing?
I'm doing great, Matt. How are you?
I'm doing well. I mean, inside here at the warm, fuzzy, wonderful place to eat in Newk Eatery, I'm doing great.
Good.
Projecting a little bit to this evening and this afternoon, it's not so pretty outside.
It's game day. It rains in Lawrenceville on game day.
It's true. This is a new tradition this season.
Exactly.
Scrimmages, every scrimmage you've had, it's rained.
Yes.
It rained on the women on Friday, and now it's rained on us. And it technically rained on them Monday up at Cumberland.
Exactly.
They had soggy, wet, muddy field conditions.
Well, I mean,
Can you change your fortune on Friday?
No, you want the rain. Because if you go back to years when we won our trophies, we always had games that we had to deal with rain. Think about the monsoon against Union in 13.
My goodness.
In 14, we had a game actually postponed against Truett because of the weather.
That's right.
Last year we had no rain. Which of these is not like the others?
You know what's funny is, being a baseball guy, we eat, sleep, and breathe superstition. You know what I mean? It's just, you wouldn't want to know the stories behind the scenes that I go through to get ready. I'm starting to learn you're a little baseball in you. You got some superstition in you.
Oh, big time.
Wow, I'm starting to learn this.
Oh yeah, we all have our own little things that make us unique. Or no, if it's say odd. We won't go there.
Fair enough. Well, in terms of superstitions, or maybe whatever the case may be going, leading up to this first game on Friday, or you guys have been going through scrimmages and practices, or is it getting to the point where, man, I'm ready for the seasons to start? I'm almost tired of the inner squads and the scrimmages.
I think the players might be that way. If yesterday was any indication, no. I mean, we had probably one of our best practices yesterday, and we pounded them. I mean, they got their fitness in. As a coach, though, there's never enough practices. And the reason what's different, you're talking about your sport, baseball. The manager, the coach, can affect the game in that he can call the pitches, he can tell them, when to bunt. With us, once we go to game time, the only way I can affect the game is by maybe a substitution. So this is our opportunity to get everybody ready to play, and so there's never enough time in the day.
Right. Do the Grizzlies have, you said they had a good day of practice yesterday, the best one so far. Do they have an identity yet? Do you know as a coach, you set that lineup card that, hey, this is how we're going to play? Do we have a style yet, or are we still looking for that?
Oh, no, we got it. We got it. And that's the thing we've really been fine-tuning, and that's what we did today, tomorrow. We'll just make some of those little tweaks, but we've kind of talked about who we are. We're an aggressive group. We're an emotional group, which we're harnessing that for the positive now. We're a fast group. We're going to try to always be on the front foot. All right? How many teams are really going to come into our place and pin us back, and we're going to have to adjust the way that we play?
Sure.
Not many. There's going to be some out there, but I think most teams we're going to be dictating how the game's going to be played. And maybe it's arrogant, but when we play a team, you adjust the way you play to us. I haven't had to do that too many times, and that's how we're going to try to be.
Sure.
So with our depth, with our talent, I think we're going to ask questions of a lot of teams. That's not to say we're arrogant and we're going to just think we're going to walk in and beat everybody by 10 goals, but good luck.
So we're going to enforce our will on other teams, and we've enforced our will in past seasons at this Grizzly Classic. This is going to be a little bit of tradition, our third year of doing it. Grizzlies are really good in these opening weekend formats. 3 wins, no losses, and a tie so far. What's some of the things that you look forward to in this series, and how do you get such quality opponents to come to town?
One, the success we've had, people want to come play us. 2, the facilities, word's gotten out. We've got probably one of the best facilities in the NAI, and probably even Division II and the small D1s. You can't beat it. So when people talk about, would you rather come to Atlanta for an opening weekend or go to the middle of nowhere where it's cornfields and soccer field and that's it?
Sure.
So the amenities we have around, they can come eat at Newk's. They can come to our, you like that?
I do, good plug.
They can come to our great facilities, and you're going to get great opponents. So those 3 factors are why, the tournaments are getting better. And, 17, I've already got some big hitters who are lining up to come in. But, focus on this weekend. Good teams for us to get started. Good opportunity for us to get off on the right foot.
So it sounds like we're in year 3, we're getting to 4. Are we having to turn away teams? Like, is everybody calling you to try to get into this classic every year?
We are.
I like it. That's good news. Let's fast forward to Saturday night. Let's say it's 10 o'clock. We played 2 games. Whatever our record may be, what's going to be success for Coach DeCou Sunday morning when you wake up, so to speak? What are you going to be looking forward to?
Did the boys do what they're supposed to? Did they defensively stick to the game plan? Offensively, did we create chances? Did we score goals? Did we run the patterns? Are the boys doing what they're supposed to? That's success. Now, if we had set pieces, did we defend well? Are we dangerous with those opportunities? If we do all 3 of those successfully, then we should be 2-0. But the big thing, you look at that first scrimmage, we got better over the 3 periods.
Sure.
Truett, we improved. We came back on that one. The last scrimmage, we kind of put it all together against probably the best opponent and did very well. So there was improvement from the first to the last scrimmage. There's been improvement in each of the training sessions. Now, can we do that when the lights are on and it counts?
The Grizzlies will start Friday night at 7 o'clock versus St. Thomas and follow things up on Saturday with Life University. And our 4th opponent or 4th team in this classic is going to be Middle Georgia. We actually play them in the regular season later on. We don't this year. We don't. Our schedules didn't work out, but they were more than happy to come up here, and they'll come back in 17. There you go. So Middle Georgia is also in the fold in the mix as well. I don't want you to put you on the spot a little bit here. Who's the best team in this tournament? Georgia Gwinnett. Okay. Who's the second best team? Well, if you look at the ranking, St. Thomas, our first opponent, is receiving votes. Gotcha. So based on that, and that's what we always look for, somebody who is going to test us, that if we get the victory, will help us propel up the national rankings. Life's where we were 5 years ago. This is their, Friday night will be their first game ever. Sure. Sorry. In how many other decades they've been out of existence. Since being reinstated. We're going to get the storylines tonight and Friday as well. Yeah, great storyline for them, that, the second coming of life. Yeah. And then Middle Georgia is they're just a new program as well, moving from the junior college ranks to the 4-year ranks. So, a lot of guys coaches that we'll have some conversations about, hey, how's it going? Been there, done that. Yeah. How can I help you? Type thing. So. Absolutely. Well, Coach, we're looking forward to it. Stay dry out there. I may come borrow a superstition jacket from you on Friday or Saturday. Sounds good, man. I'll have whether it rains or not, right? Exactly. Sounds good. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and have head women's soccer coach Chris Kouns right here on Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. While you're watching today's broadcast, I wanted to highlight the academic accomplishments of our players who stand out in the classroom. Academic success is a vital part of the experience at GGC, and for our students who earn a 3.0 or higher semester GPA, they have their name added to the AD's honor roll. With team GPAs as high as 3.7, we've had excellent performance to date and over 50 athletes per semester earning AD honor roll distinction. So while you're enjoying the athletic feats of our players today, know that your Grizzlies are doing us proud in the classroom as well.
It's time to gear up, Grizzly fans. Right now, you can find all the latest Grizzly gear to support your team by visiting the Georgia Gwinnett College official bookstore inside the Student Center. Or simply shop online anytime, anywhere by visiting ggc.bncollege.com. From hats and t-shirts to jackets and one-of-a-kind collectibles, you can find it all with the official GGC bookstore. Plus, on game day, be sure to swing by the merchandise table at the stadium. So pick up your favorite item today and show your Grizzly spirit. Go Grizzlies!
Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Potter, Assistant AD for Internal Operations at Georgia Gwinnett College. Compliance with NAIA rules is of the highest priority for our athletics program and institution. As a member of the NAIA, Georgia Gwinnett College is responsible for the actions of its coaches, student athletes, faculty, staff, fans, boosters, friends, and alumni. We are committed to the principle of institutional control, operating our athletics program in a manner consistent with the letter and spirit of the NAIA and Georgia Gwinnett College regulations. Thanks for watching today's broadcast, and go Grizzlies!
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. If you're looking to align your business with our Championship Athletics program, take a look at our excellent corporate sponsorship packages. From signage around our beautiful facility to in-game and digital placement, your tax-deductible support of our program will help offer a championship experience for every student athlete. Plus, connect your brand to our growing fan base. You can find out more by checking out the corporate sponsorship brochure on grizzlyathletics.com or calling me directly at 678-407-5241. Go Grizzlies!
Hello, I'm James Williams, Head Athletic Trainer for the Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies. Thanks to our friends at Gwinnett Medical Center, your Grizzlies receive first-class, quality health care right here in Gwinnett County. With daily hands-on recovery and state-of-the-art training facilities, the Grizzlies spend more time on the field than they do on the bench. So get in the game, Grizzlies, with Gwinnett Medical Center in Duluth and in Lawrenceville.
Hi Grizzly fans, this is Ned Colgrove, Assistant Athletics Director for External Operations. Right now is the time for you to join us inside the Grizzly Club. Your tax-deductible contributions will go towards scholarship opportunities, travel expenses, championships, and student-athlete development. Plus, you'll have exclusive offers for game tickets and inside events. Your support truly makes the difference as we develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Join the Grizzly Club today. Go Grizzlies!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Grizzlies Live in Newk, Eatery. We're joined now by head women's soccer coach, Chris Kouns. Coach!
How are you, sir?
How was the road trip?
The road trip was great once I got back.
We've heard some crazy stories with road trips and buses, and you guys went up and came down the same day. Everybody okay? Everybody in one piece?
We made it. We
Okay.
made it. That's the important thing, and everybody's in one piece.
Fair enough. Quick turnaround for the Grizzlies from what was last Friday night to Monday. You said you liked the idea of turning around and playing, making some quick adjustments. Did it turn out the way you wanted to? Did they improve?
Yeah, I mean, we did it. In certain parts of our game, we improved. You know, we don't play quite as many exhibition games. I think that from my philosophy and just the way I like to do it is the more real games, the better. The only person that ultimately hurts is my win-loss record. So I think that being in that type of competition and going from St. Thomas to Cumberland, especially dealing with the field situation
Sure.
and the competition, then I was pleased with where we came out.
When I was watching on Monday, I tried to do my best to separate the conditions versus the style of play. Collectively, when you add that equation together, it was a rough and tough, rugged game for the Grizzlies, even if you played at the Georgia Dome. Was that something you'd like to see your girls maybe not overcome, but like, hey, the bear got poked and they overcame?
Yeah. I mean, in fact, Darren and I were talking about the fact that Cumberland came out and punched us in the mouth, to use the old phrase, and
Sure.
I was very pleased at the way we responded. I think the biggest punch was probably Sophie Hoare came into a girl who tried to pressure the goalkeeper, and she ended up on her back. And I think that was something that our young team needed to do, was be able to gut it out in really poor conditions against a team that honestly was just there to battle.
So this was one of the you stole one of my storylines for tonight, is a positive story for Sophie Hoare, because so far she has seen 3 of the toughest shots I've ever seen to start
Yeah.
the season. Top shelf rockets at 40+ miles an hour. I don't know who could save those balls. Have you ever seen anything like that? Those 3 type of shots to start this season for a freshman
Yeah, not
goalkeeper?
in my first two games, no. I mean, what can you say? I mean, Lewis would have had a hard time with one of those shots, maybe 2 of them.
Yeah.
But I think that we have to do a better job collectively as a team, and that's one of our focuses for tonight and moving forward, defending and not giving up those type of set pieces that somebody could hit an upper 90 shot on us.
Yeah.
And I think that overall she's not too shattered by it, but we're working on it.
Good to hear. Also good news, Gonzalez gets on the scoring sheet not once but twice. How important was it for Coach in the grand scheme of things is getting forward and attacking that a newcomer comes and gets on the scoring sheet this early in the season?
Yeah, I thought it was great. I mean, it wasn't an ideal playing conditions for us because you were really not allowed to play soccer. It was very much a knock it long and kind of fight for it game. And I wasn't sure who was going to step up in terms of gritting it out and just kind of finding out a way to put it in the net. And I was very pleased with the way Sophie did it, the way that Anna did it. And I think that the fact that we also scored on a corner kick as well as just a good diagonal ball, I thought that was a great way for her to net her first 2 goals.
Absolutely. The Grizzlies have another quick turnaround tonight. So we played last Friday, this past Monday, and now tonight, Wednesday night.
Yep.
What's something that Coach can control going into this quick turnaround, and maybe what are some of the concerns outside of your control?
I think part of what the control is that we've tweaked some things that we think will make us a little bit better defending wise, and I think that's going to save a little bit more of our legs. And as a result, hopefully the 3 games in 5.5 days won't be as heavy for us. But at the same time, I mean, it ultimately comes down to the kids and what they're willing to do and how smart they're willing to play.
Kickoff less than 7 hours away. Can I get a sneak preview?
Yeah, I'm really glad that we're playing at Fortress Grizzly and not in the mud at Cumberland.
Fair
I'm just going
enough.
to say that straight
But
up.
can I count on you 3 games in a row, 3 different starting lineups? Can I count on that?
Yes, you can.
Coach, keeping us on our toes, as always, I greatly appreciate it. Tonight, I mean, it's a big one. We take on life.
Yep.
And I think you only get one shot at taking on life. Are you ready for life?
The bigger question is life ready for us? That's the way I like to look at
Are
it.
you prepared for life?
I'm never prepared for life, but we'll take what they give us and we'll go right back at it.
You never know what life's going to bring you.
That's right.
No, in all seriousness, Life University has reinstated their soccer program. They're coming to Lawrenceville tonight to take on the Grizzlies. The Running Eagles versus the
Yes, they
Grizzlies
are.
tonight. 7 o'clock, 6:45 for the pregame show right here on the Grizzly Digital Network. You guys will be there. We'll be there. He'll be there. We expect to see you there. Coach, thanks for dropping by.
You got it, sir. Thank you.
We're going to take a break. We'll play a little ball on this show. You're watching Grizzlies Live at Newk Eatery on the Grizzly Digital Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ian Potter,
Yeah,
Assistant
pretty much.
AD for
I
Internal
like the pun.
Operations at Georgia Gwinnett College. Are you interested in learning more about GGC student athletes? Then visit grizzlyathletics.com and select the Student Athlete tab. Here you can find more information about character-driven intercollegiate athletics, leadership training programs, and our mission to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. Go Grizzly!
Right now, season passes are available to catch all the exciting Grizzly Athletics action. Grab the Diamond Combo for baseball and softball, the men's and women's soccer pass, or a Grizzly All-Sport pass for the whole family. Act now with savings up to 50% off. For more information, call the Office of Athletics at 678-407-5280 or go online at grizzlyathletics.com. You can also purchase season passes at the ticket booth on game day. So get in the game now, Grizzlies, and get your season passes today.
Hello, I'm Dr. Darren Wilson, Director of Athletics at Georgia Gwinnett College. Here at Grizzly Athletics, we pride ourselves in our 5 core values: service, leadership, sportsmanship, responsibility, and the pursuit of excellence. Our mission is to develop lifelong leaders of character through academic and athletic excellence. We hope you're enjoying today's broadcast, and we thank you for your support of our program. Go Grizzlies!
The Georgia Gwinnett Grizzlies compete in the heart of Gwinnett County in Metro Atlanta. The Grizzlies currently field 6 teams and compete at the state-of-the-art Grizzly Athletics Complex. Georgia Gwinnett College is transforming higher education. As you plan your next trip to see the Grizzlies, log on to grizzlyathletics.com and select the Visitor's Guide. From driving directions to local points of interest and a listing of our proud sponsors, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.
Back, ladies and gentlemen, here the Grizzlies live at Newk Eatery. Big thanks to Coach Kouns and Coach DeCou for dropping by, and a big day for Grizzly women's soccer. 1-1 on the season. Can they get back on top of the winning ways tonight versus life? More on that in just a moment. But the tradition continues here. We toss up our Grizzly Trivia question, and this is going to go out to all you folks in the Twitter universe. So the first person to reply to this tweet from the Grizzly Digital Network account, so at GDN_production. If you're not following us already, go ahead and click that follow button and then reply to this tweet right here with the correct answer, by the way. What is GGC men's soccer record in hosting the Grizzly Classic? We've hosted 2 of these previously. This weekend is going to be our 3rd. So they played, I'll give you a hint. They played 4 games. Do the math, all right? They played 4 games, and they've had a lot of success. So the first correct answer to reply to this tweet will win a Grizzly prize pack complete with the poster schedule, the magnet schedule, and as well as 4 tickets to the next game of their choice. Speaking of, let's check out our tweet of the week here, and it comes from our good friend from across the pond in England. It is Caitlin Berry's father, and Mark Berry, as Mark tweeted in during the game last Friday, as he enjoyed the sights and sounds from Lawrenceville. He was watching on the Grizzly Digital Network, and Mark tweeted in, "Looks like it's drizzling over there." And he was our tweet of the week using the hashtag GGC Athletics. For those of you that don't know, Caitlin taught us a new phrase on how to describe the weather, and he was simply replying to that. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we have good weather tonight here in Lawrenceville as well. Fans, you can be our tweet of the week by using that hashtag GGC Athletics. That's a new hashtag, so be sure you're hashtagging the right way. All right? See how that works? We'll find out. All right, let's get into it. Tonight, under the lights, 7 o'clock, GGC women's soccer versus Life. Pre-game show will start at 6:45 live right here on the Grizzly Digital Network. Look forward to seeing everybody there, or at least watching online. Originally, if you look at some of the schedules, your poster schedule, this game was supposed to be at Life. Their field is not completed yet, so it is being played here tonight in Lawrenceville, Grizzly Soccer Complex. So plan accordingly, 7 o'clock tonight in Lawrenceville. And then the men's season will get underway Friday night, hosting the Grizzly Classic, as Lewis Sharp and the Grizzlies will take on St. Thomas at 7 o'clock as well. as the Grizzlies will take on the Bobcats. 7 o'clock kickoff. Pregame show will start at 6:45, and then there it is right there. 6:45 for the pregame show. 7 o'clock Grizzlies versus Bobcats. And again, we'll have that coverage for you live right here on the Grizzly Digital Network. The Grizzly Classic will continue on Saturday, 7 o'clock again, as Georgia Gwinnett will take on Life University. Very rare that both men's and women's programs open up the season with the same two teams on different dates. But that's what we've got this year. St. Thomas and then Life to get things going on the men's side this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Folks, that'll do it here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We're now in high definition here on the Grizzly Digital Network. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for myself, but hey, we want to bring you the best coverage and the best quality possible, so here it comes at you. Crew, we good? Thumbs up. 2 from Tamara, 2 from Robert, Colin, still thinking about it, and one of our newest crew members, Rachel Stallman, former softball player. Is that a half a thumb? How did that work? How about some lunch? You want some lunch? Now we got a big thumb up right there. So we're going to pack this show up. We're going to head back to the Grizzly Soccer Complex. Stay tuned tonight, 6:45, 7 o'clock kickoff. Grizzlies versus the Running Eagles. I'm Matt Mahoney signing off saying so long, everybody. This is the Grizzly Digital Network.
We'd like to thank our corporate sponsors for making today's broadcast possible. For the most recent information, log on to grizzlyathletics.com.